Jason, anything on the recruiting front? Let's see, National Signing Day. Let's see, we're sitting here on a Tuesday. It's always on a Wednesday. So we're only about 3 weeks away.
Yeah, it is creeping up on us pretty quickly. Clemson had two guys in on official visits this past weekend. One was offensive lineman Elijah Thurman. The other was linebacker Bradley Shaw. We'll start with Shaw. Shaw's a guy that, he just he doesn't speak publicly very often, rarely, if at all. I've never talked to him. So anything I know about him, I have to get, through talking to other people. He took an unofficial visit to Clemson for the Florida State game, and I don't think he's taken another visit anywhere else since then until this weekend. So I think his last two visits have been to Clemson, and based on everything I've heard, I think Clemson's sitting in the driver's seat here. Auburn was perceived to be the leader for a while. He's from the state of Alabama. He's a four-star guy, but Auburn just took a fourth linebacker here. So they've already got four locked up in the class. I think Clemson's sitting in really good shape. Offensive line's where Clemson's really struggled in this class. They want to take three. They've only got one three-star Ronan O'Connell, who committed back in the summer. They only ended up hitting on one of the six guys that visited for the big official visit weekend back in June, and then they kind of had to, reset and recalibrate, or however you want to define it, and go back to square one and start over. And Faber Edwin's been a guy they've been targeting out of Georgia, a three-star guy, and Thurman's a guy who was here this past weekend, a four-star guy. Touch base with Thurman for a minute. He described the visit as unbelievable. He's a guy that was also here for the Florida State game, if I'm remembering that right, and returned for the Georgia Tech game. He's also got a official visit set with South Carolina for after the season. I think the weekend of December 9th. So, and from what he says, he still plans to take it. So that would put this thing, pushing it all the way pretty close to early signing day. Clemson's also after another guy who was a former Michigan State commit, decommitted last month. Clemson offered him right after. He's coming. His name's Andrew Dennis. He's coming this weekend, four-star guy. So two spots, three guys. It'll be interesting to see if they kind of push Thurman for a decision, and that probably depends on how it shakes out with these other two guys. Really don't know where Clemson stands with Dennis. Probably won't know until after the visit, but I'm not getting good vibes off Faber Edwin. He's a guy that's always been pretty accessible to me. He was supposed to be in Clemson this past weekend for his official visit weekend. For his official visit, he had a playoff game Saturday, so he couldn't come. I've tried to reach out to him a couple of times about seeing if he was planning to take it at a later date. I've yet to hear back from him, and he usually always gets back to me pretty promptly. So I don't know what the plan is there yet. I've been told that maybe it's going to happen in December, but I don't know. I just get a bad feeling. I think Auburn's in the driver's seat here. So I think Clemson's got two spots left to fill, and you're kind of looking at Thurman and Dennis as the guys right now. Kind of see how it plays out. I think if you can land one, the way things have gone for you in this class, you gotta feel good about. You gotta at least feel good about that. It's not what you wanted, but at least you didn't go over with these last few guys.
AllClemsonTigers.com is the place to catch Jason's work. You see his Twitter handle there, as well as Clemson's got two more. And then, of course, a bowl game. And more importantly, to most, is this National Signing Day, of course. Jason, appreciate you stopping by as always, sir.
Always my pleasure, man. Appreciate it.